Good morning, Paul. Take a look back to Saturday's defeat at Skelmersdale. A game that at half-time, at 1-1, we were still in that game, weren't we?
We were. Overall, it was a disappointing day. You are going to get games where you don't play very well. Obviously, you don't want too many of them, but I thought we were still in the game. I thought they started the game better. We got back into it. You go in at half-time. And you talk with the players is that you've got to go out there, be better, got to grind things out. And we made a big point of saying you've got to keep 11 men on the pitch because the referee's made it difficult for himself by booking one of their lads for diving. He's booked a couple of soft bookings that's put him under pressure as a referee. So I did say to him at half time, if whoever keeps 11 men on the pitch will win the game. And the first 15-20 minutes, second half, I thought we were better. I thought we were probably on top if anything, but obviously then the sending off has changed the game, and we're very, very disappointed because we know that that's a game that we could have easily won, but we've got to you can't harp back onto things. You've got to look forward, and tomorrow night we've got a League Cup game, and then next Saturday we've got a very important league game.
Yeah, so if we look towards tomorrow night's game, Dudson League Cup, is this a match where you might rest one or two of the regular first teams and give some of the fringe players a chance tomorrow?
Yeah, definitely. It's a case of, people have been very patient. People like Keenan have come in and done very well in the game he came in. You've got people like Ryan and Max and people like that, and I'll speak to Steve today about everything, and we'll work out which way we're going to go with it. But there are going to be people given opportunities tomorrow night, definitely.
Yeah. Just a quick one to look back onto Saturday's game at Skelmersdale. The pitch. I mean, I'm not looking for you to make excuses, but it was a very, very soft pitch, wasn't it? And at half time, you could see there was holes in the pitch, were like 3 and 4 inches deep. Does that make a big difference at all, or no difference to the way you play?
No, it's one of those that you're going to get worse pitches than that now, going up towards Christmas and things, so we can't use that as an excuse. The only thing with it being that Hayden Goddard was struggling with a slight hamstring strain, and you can't risk him on pitches like that. He had a little test on the morning of the game, and we decided that we'd rather him miss one game than potentially miss 4 or 5 if he went from a strain to a pull. So we won't use that as an excuse, and we know we need to be a lot better than Saturday.
And talking about injuries, there's been a couple of comments regarding how your lack of vocalness and the fact that you were sitting on the bench rather than standing in the technical area. Is this anything to do with the 2 dodgy knees you've got?
Yeah, on Saturday with the cold weather and things, my both knees need replacing, and I sat down on Saturday because of but not making excuses, but because of the pain that I get through it. But that's the vocal side's not a problem. Me and Welshie work very, very well together. I'm still giving orders out from a set down position, but it's not my loyalty to the club and what I want to do to the club and totally turn it around is still as strong as ever. So that's laughable, really.
Right, okay, we'll put that to one side now then. So then you say you want to turn it around. Obviously tomorrow night we've got the League Cup game, which is going to see a change in the squad a little bit. Saturday then we're going to take on Workington at home. That could be a tough game. What do you think you can do then to raise morale to get that back again?
The morale's fine. It's one of those that we had a bit of a chat after the game on Saturday, and we know that we can't afford to have many games like that. And they're a young squad, they're learning. There's a lot of experience missing from the club at the minute. But if we go with young lads, they've got to stand up, and they're doing that. They're going to have a dip now and again, and Saturday was a dip, but they're strong enough and they're bright enough, and the desire is still there to turn that around, definitely.
So yeah, it'll just be the case of just go again, do what you do, because we've beaten teams like Buxton at home, so we're good teams. So the players are capable of doing it, aren't they?
There's no fear. You don't go into a game thinking, I worry about our team going out and doing that. We're not getting beaten out of sight. You don't like to lose any football match, but we'll work hard this week and we'll be prepared for Saturday when it comes around.
Yeah, and Dexter Atkinson was missing on Saturday. A couple of people had asked me regarding him, so they were asking if his suspension was up. Was it his suspension had finished, wasn't it? And had he pulled it, got a little bit of an injury for Saturday?
Him and Hayden both pulled out of training or didn't complete the training on Friday. And Dexter will be involved tomorrow night. So again, there's no point. Dexter's 3 hours on a bus, sit on the bench, and you don't use him. You might as well give him the weekend to get that little niggle right and get him ready for Tuesday night. So there's lots of stuff being said at the minute, and I keep coming on here and saying as truthfully as I can what's happening around the football club, and I'll keep doing that to my best of my ability.
That's great. Cheers. Thanks for your time this
Brilliant,
morning, Paul.
thank you.